Welcome back to Sports Card Indoctrination. I'm Bryce.
I'm Renee.
This is Daniel. Well, we're going to go out of order today because Daniel is so excited that we got Topps Donruss. Topps football's not till next year. Donruss 2025 football, including one Jumbo Downtown. We've already opened an Omari and Hampton Jumbo Downtown. And we really want to know what other kind we can get. So before we even talk anything about football, let's open this up. Open up some cards and see what we can get. Will you take that? Okay. I'm going to take this and I'm going to pull that one out. Yeah, this is going to be so much fun. We really do love Donruss football. And we're so excited that we have the new year with the new rookies and players with their correct teams.
Yes, that's very exciting.
Which seems like something that we just don't usually get. We always end up with the players who've moved around. So let's see. We start off with, we've got a Jaden Reed. He's been with them for a while. You just want to eat the box? I don't know about that. Okay. Oh, Trey Tucker. I don't feel like we have many Trey Tucker cards. He's been going off in fantasy, so that's really good. Yeah, I picked him up. Alfred Collins for the 49ers. Xavier Worthy. Blake Group. Oh, it's a kicker. The kicker for New Orleans. All right, let's see here. Oh, Geno Smith.
Okay.
For the Raiders. So there's a guy with his new team. Oh my goodness, Daniel, what are you doing? Cam Jordan. All right, so now we've got three really cool cards. We've got a DJ Moore green.
Ooh.
That's kind of neat. We have got a red rookies, Woody Marks.
Oh.
Who's been doing really well. He is the reason Aunt Kathy beat me in fantasy 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. And that's really cool. That's one
Giving
of the
Texans a little life, a little offense.
Yeah. But the coolest card, a Legends Mike Singletary.
Wow.
And look at that. Some kind of a refractor type card.
Very cool.
That is a really awesome card. So that was a great pack of Donruss 2025. We got it at Costco. And here's the thing. When you do, one of the things you get is an oversized downtown. We're very excited to find out who we're getting in our oversized downtown. All right, I can tell you it's another rookie. It's not particularly from a team that we follow, but he could be good. Another offensive rookie, Tedero.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
Those are exciting.
Those are really exciting. So fun. We got one from Charlotte and one from LA.
Exciting rookies, both of them.
Exciting rookies, both of them.
Pretty high draft picks.
Pretty high draft picks. So yeah, really, really cool. Lamar Jackson was back this week. That's going to help me in fantasy. We'll talk about fantasy in a little bit. But so here's the thing. Lamar Jackson's back. And granted, they were only playing the Dolphins. And the Dolphins are not very good.
Right.
But Lamar looked pretty good. And so we wanted to come back, I guess 2 weeks ago, we did a show where we talked about the Detroit Lions. And, you know, kind of going way, way back to the beginning of the season, I picked the Lions to beat the Bills in the Super Bowl. That was my Super Bowl pick. You picked the Bills to beat the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, you dropped Lamar. There you go. You picked the Bills to beat the Lions.
Right.
And part of the thing was some of my friends from Michigan were rather upset about how the Lions were doing. We're very down on the Lions. And I wanted to reiterate why I thought the Lions were still a very good Super Bowl pick. Daniel can't decide who he wants here.
I know.
So we kind of wanted to do the same thing. So we basically sorted through the NFC teams and sort of said, hey, here's why we think the Lions are still about as good a pick as anybody. So we both picked the Bills in the AFC and kind of wanted to do the same thing of how do you feel about the AFC? How do you feel about the Buffalo Bills? So help me. I'm going to do this a little bit off memory, but you can help me. Right now, Indianapolis is the top team in the AFC.
Yes.
And nobody saw that coming. I think people thought maybe they could win the division, but particularly, you're going to go after the Buffalo, huh? Yeah, why don't you hold on to Buffalo? That's a good idea. I think people thought they might win the division, but I don't think anybody thought they'd be the best team.
Right.
And I don't know. I think we both still might be a little skeptical of them, right?
Yeah, I do think some teams are getting better.
What is happening here?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they're going to make the playoffs because that division is so bad and they're so good.
Yeah, and they've already won so many games.
Yeah, so many games. So I think they're clearly going to make the playoffs. But you're not changing your Super Bowl pick to Indy, are you?
No.
Okay, no. So we'll put them aside. Let's see here. Who have we got next? I think the next best team, shocking here, is the New England Patriots.
Yep.
You just love your Buffalo, don't you?
Which doesn't seem fair. Can they be good again already?
And I think it's again a little bit of who's their division. They're playing the Jets and they're playing the Dolphins.
That's true.
I think they're going to make the playoffs at this point. They've won too many games.
Right.
But I don't think we think they're going to go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
All right. So now I think another one that kind of falls in that category, and I think people thought that Denver could be good. And I mean, they when they played the Cowboys, they looked good.
We make everyone look good.
We make everyone look good. So I mean, Denver we can kind of put aside for a second with that, and I think similarly with the Chargers, I think the Chargers
They have a lot of injuries.
The Chargers were one of those teams that was a pick by a lot of people to go to the Super Bowl. But yeah, you're right. Najee Harris is out. Amarian Hampton is out.
A couple offensive linemen.
Yeah, I mean, okay, maybe. That leaves us with the Bills, who we'd already kind of talked about. The Chiefs, who, people were kind of writing the Chiefs off for dead. You want to play with your box of select cards? We're not going to open any of those today. That was just to hold things up. But if you want to hold on to it, okay. The Chiefs lost their first two games. I think a lot of people really wrote them off. Maybe the Chiefs dynasty is over. But they were missing wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
They got Rice back from suspension. They got Worthy back from injury. And since then, they're
really good.
5-1. They've looked really good. I'm not going to pick them to go to the Super Bowl again, maybe because it's a little boring and it's really hard. But one thing I have learned is when you've got a GOAT type quarterback like Pat Mahomes, don't bet against them. And of course the Bills, and we think are there.
Right.
Now, the other interesting division is the Steelers. So Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers are currently leading that division. But here's the thing, and the Ravens have looked terrible.
They have.
Just terrible. But Lamar Jackson's back. Lamar Jackson looked good in that game. They're only a game and a half behind the Steelers. And oh, by the way, the Steelers have to play the Chargers this week. And the Steelers have to play the Ravens twice. So...
yeah, I still think the Ravens are going to win that division.
Yeah, I think so too. So, to kind of make this quick, anybody else you think that you're now saying going to knock off Buffalo? Or we're picking again today, and we're kind of limiting it here to the teams that are sort of in the conversation. Is there any team that you would pick over Buffalo to go to the Super Bowl from the AFC right now?
I mean, maybe the Chiefs, maybe the Ravens, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick with Buffalo.
I think I am too. I mean, again, maybe you can tell me that the Chargers can go on some kind of a run because Harbaugh is awesome. Or
I just think the Chargers are too beat up.
Yeah.
I don't know how many season-ending injuries they are, but
yeah. All right, we're sticking with the Bills.
All right.
So a fantasy update. Last week, Jordan Love was the best quarterback. And not surprisingly, usually when one of the quarterbacks does well, one of their receivers does well. And it's Tucker Kraft again. We've got to find another Tucker Kraft card. This is the only one we have, which is his rookie. And he's not even wearing his uniform. But that's all we have.
What year was his rookie year?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm
Here,
not
I
sure
can look at it.
Where we got that from. Of course, it seems like every week one of the best offensive players is somebody who played the Cowboys. So
Yes,
Franklin played the Cowboys, had an amazing week. If you're looking to pick up somebody playing the Cowboys. And then yet again, Jonathan Taylor was the best running back. So we have a lot of Jonathan Taylor cards, and we're running out of Jonathan Taylor cards because almost every week we're having to talk about him as the best running back. If you picked him, you may get to ride him to a championship, kind of like people did with Saquon last week. How we do not need to talk about my fantasy team because I lost again. Although my hope is
I lost again.
I have Lamar Jackson. Where is our Lamar card? I have Lamar Jackson, and I didn't start him because I was like, he's coming off of injury, and I didn't think he was playing the Dolphins. I should have thought about that. But he had a really, really good week. So maybe Lamar can save my fantasy team. But I doubt it.
Well, I do have Kyler Murray, who's playing the Dallas defense.
So good job by you.
But he's hurt. I don't know if he's going to actually play.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see.
Oh, well. We've had fun with fantasy, even though we're not doing so well.
I know.
All right, time to open the stuff we won off of Whatnot. Let's see what we got, Daniel. This one is from actually our favorite person off Whatnot. We will link to them in Whatnot. I can never know exactly how you say it.
Look.
Well, I don't think that's actually the right name on there.
The OTIA Sports?
Yeah. So they have a lot of stuff on Whatnot. We have won multiple of these QB1 cards. But I've also bought, we did a short and a long, where we opened some older Panini Illusions cards, and we bought them from them. So we bought stuff from them, and we've won a bunch of stuff, and they're really awesome. So I'm going to link to them in our thing, not just for Whatnot in general. But these QB1s, we love these.
They're very cool.
We've done another cool video where we talked about buying.
And they're expensive to buy, so the fact that you're winning them is pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. Oh, interesting. This is not a bad card. This is Baker Mayfield.
Baker!
It is kind of interesting with the blue background. So it's not really, the watch is kind of a color match with his team. But the blue's not. But, I mean, you know, that's kind of cool. Baker.
I used to really not like Baker because he went to OU.
Same. I'm begrudgingly coming around a little bit.
He's growing on me because he plays so hard and he's doing so well with a new team, and it's hard not to root for him.
Yeah. Okay, this I will have to say is a cautionary tale for winning things off of Whatnot. We won some baseball cards. These are funny because this is like old school when I was a kid. I want to say it's 87 tops, 88 tops, something like that. And I have no idea who these guys are. They're completely, whoa, I caught it. Completely folks I don't know. So here's the funny thing. The thing I won, and I was all excited, I won a spot in a break. And I'm sure what happened was there were then when they broke, they didn't, you seem excited too. There were no cards that I got. So it was almost kind of like you have to win twice. Like I had to win the giveaway, and then I would have had to win the break. And since I didn't, all I got were these baseball cards. So just a thought. I mean, it's free.
It's a little misleading.
Well, yeah, it's free. So, I mean, kind of who cares? But it meant that I spent a decent amount of time on their channel watching what they were selling and, you know, considering buying stuff from them. And then, you know, thinking, hey, I might win this really cool thing. And then I got 3 baseball cards that are probably going to go in the trash. I don't know. All right, last one. This is really cool. And I'm going to have to link to this guy on Whatnot too, because we got a graded Jonathan Taylor. This may have to become our new Jonathan Taylor card because that is cool. It is a Jonathan Taylor rookie orange. What do they call it? Reactive or refractive orange mosaic Jonathan Taylor rookie, rated to 9. That
very cool.
A really cool.
Super
card.
Fun since he's having such a great season.
Oh yeah, great season. And that's, again, I feel like, you know, the things you win can be very hit and miss. I mean, you know, we've won. You're just getting frustrated, huh? we've won a Zappy card and a Pickett card, and some people like that. But to win somebody who's having just a career year, and I mean, shoot, he's got to be in the MVP conversation, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. A graded rookie, Jonathan Taylor. Great giveaway.
Awesome.
Time to pick our games. Even though I'm holding the Buffalo, let's do the other one first. We had a hard time finding games of the week this week. There weren't many good games. Daniel, are you ready to pick some games? Here we go. I got to close my eyes. Who is who? Who are we going to pick? So we decided to do Bo Nix in Denver.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I want to agree with him, but Vegas says no. Vegas actually has Houston as a 2.5-point favorite. Daniel is just tossing things right now.
So what are you going to go with? You going to go with Daniel, or are you going to go with Vegas?
I mean, Daniel, I think, is doing better than Vegas this year. So, Daniel, do you think that we need to pick Bo Nix and Denver? Or should we pick Houston and CJ Stroud? I'm gonna pick Denver.
Okay. I'll go opposite. I'll go Stroud.
Okay.
And the Texans.
Awesome. Now, the game of the week, and it is, and we decided to go both sides. So Daniel's got on his Kansas City Chiefs shirt, and we have his old Buffalo Bills onesie that he has way outgrown, but he has a fun Buffalo. I didn't get it in Buffalo. I got it in North Dakota, but still, it is a Buffalo. So we're kind of going both sides. We actually really like both teams. I think it's right in the end. From a fans voting standpoint, we don't really care which of those teams goes to the Super Bowl. We like them both, right?
Chiefs, Bills?
Chiefs, Bills.
Yeah, other than I just feel my heart kind of breaks for the Bills, and Josh Allen is so likable and so good. I'd love to see them win.
Yes. All right, Daniel.
Yeah, buddy.
Josh Allen and the Bills. Yeah.
I'm with Daniel.
Are you with Daniel? You're going to pick the Bills this week?
week?
I'm going to do the reverse. Kansas City is just on a roll.
They're hot.
I'm going to pick them. And here's partly why. This is maybe because I want my storyline to turn out.
Okay.
I want the Chiefs to win the regular season game and the Bills to win the playoff game and the Bills to go to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And I think that's a good storyline. And I think the
that.
Chiefs are hot, so I think the Chiefs are going to win this. And yeah.
Okay.
Okay.